right, welcome to my second ever game of Dropfleet Commander. I have an urge for some space, big space battle, and I'm going to see if this bad boy will satiate that. I get that desire. See if it meets, whatever. Who cares? Let's get rid of all the stupid stuff. All right, we got Scourge against UCM. The only two factions in my book. The other guys are kind of cool, but I'll let these are the down and dirties. About, I think, was it 4,000 points, 5,000 points, something crap. It's pretty big. Scourge have a few more points. The UCM are just prettier. And they're humans, so they're awesome. Who cares if they're a little twisted and evil? I'm hoping they beat some alien bow tie. All right, go over some of the forces here in a minute, and go over the map. Only using half this table because otherwise it would be stupid like last game. I got 4 cities, pretty standard. Nothing exciting. No space stations, no debris in this one, or no debris fields. Just keeping it easy. Got pretty identical, except the 2 outside ones have the orbital defense cannons. Middle one's got the comm stations, so we can get for that one. They get the extra scanning distance bonus, and then you got the power plant in the middle that I think will go nuclear and basically blow all the other sectors up if you want to nuke that off the map. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we'll break down the. We'll do the Scourge first because I hate them. All right, first battle group for the Scourge is a Banshee heavy cruiser. I got 2 Wyvern standard cruisers, and then you've got for frigates, you've got 6 Jin frigates. Those are those close action, get in your face, blow you up kind of thing. So hopefully they'll just get one of them will get blown up and it'll self-destruct the entire team. Battle Fleet 2's got an Akuma heavy cruiser. I think, what is it, a Raiju? My pronunciation is going to be terrible, but it's not like I'm insulting a country this time. It's just, or a culture. It's alien sci-fi crap. Raiju and a Fritz, I think, right? Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. Those 4 ships right there. Battle Group 3 is another more Raijus and a Fritz. And then it's got 4 of those Jin, or that, yeah, Jin frigates with them. It's actually these bad boys. I was showing the wrong battle group. I'm gonna get these guys confused. Next up we have a Shenlong heavy cruiser. Shenlong. And 2 Sphinxes and 4, those are Harpies, I believe, right? Oh my gosh, I got it right. Then we get into identical carrier. This is gonna be fun. What are these bad boys called? Hydras. 2 Hydras, and then they have 2 of the gargoyles with them, so they can go off and land stuff and shoot fighters and bombers all over the place. And there's a second one over there. We got the troop transports, basically these are the Chimeras, and they've got the 3 monitors with them for their battle group. Got a fast mover group here with 3 Strix light cruisers, 3 Incubus destroyers. They're kind of neat. And then 4 Harpy frigates. And at that end, you've got 4 Harpies, 3 of the Yokais light cruisers. I think they've got 2 landers with them. You've got Task Force weird ships. These are the who the heck do you put them with? You've got 4 Charybdis frigates, 4 Scylla frigates. Those, so the Charybdis are the oops, I'm on the wrong guy. The Charybdis are the bombardment ships. They got the cannons that shoot down. The Skillas are like the icy, like hunter seeker or hunter killer submarines. They go down the low atmosphere and fire up, and then you've got 2 landing ships with them. You got 6 of their hunter killers, the Nictars, and they've got 2 gargoyle. What's this called? Strike carriers. So I definitely need to work on my reading and staying on focus thing, but pretty cool. Interested to give us a whirl. Should be in contact a lot quicker than the last game, so no waiting around. The table is, so it's 7.5 by 7 foot, so it's a good square. All right, the only flag battle group in the whole conflict are these 2 battleships for the UCM. You've got Beijing and what's the other one? A New York. So you got the carrier version and then the straight up battleship version. They're real pretty. I like them. Next up, you got a Perth heavy cruiser? Battle cruiser, excuse me. Got it wrong there. Along with 2, I love these things. The Kiev destroyers. So you got the super heavy ultra mega cannon along with those guys. So hopefully they can do something cool. And you got another battle cruiser, the Johannesburg. Is that right? Yeah. Along with 2 of the Berlins, which are freaking awesome. And they have 4 of the Toulons, the standard UCM frigate in their battle group. And my favorite ship, which I hope I don't suck, the St. Petersburg heavy cruiser along with the Moscow, oops, I'm taking a picture of a lake, along with the Moscow heavy cruiser, and then the Rios, is that what they're called, I believe? Yeah, and then 2 Rio standard, that's like the standard UCM cruiser. So I'm expecting big things from those guys. Hopefully they brutalize some stuff. The double shotgun. Oh yeah. 2 identical Seattle groups. They got 2 Seattles and 4 of the is it Jakartas? Yeah, Jakarta, those Aegis. So 1 there and 1 there. They'll be busy blowing some stuff up. And we got the these are San Fran's or the Madrids, San Francisco troop carriers, and they've got 2 more of the Kiev destroyers with them. I don't know if that's a good mix. We'll see. And yeah, they let these guys go for that nuclear reactor, whatever the power plant one with the volatile roll, they'll blow it up. These are the UCM bombardment cruisers, the Madrids, and they've got 2 New Orleans strike carriers with them. This is a fun little group. You've got 8 missile cruisers. What are they, Taipeis? Is that what they're called? Yeah. I'm on my photography is kicking butt again. Sorry, I read something. I'm drifting off to the right. 8 of these missile cruisers, and they've got 4 Jakartas with them to try to give them some defense from close action weapons when they get in close. So it's gonna be Missile City. I'll see if that's fun or not. It could be cool. It might totally suck. As I said, it's only the second game of this I played, so I have no idea about tactics. And the first one was kind of like, James and I were like, what the heck is going on? We got 3 Istanbuls, and those are the monitors for the UCM with the big guns. And they've got 2 groups of New Orleans cruisers, strike carriers with them. 2 groups of Limas, so those are the detection ships. They're just going to fly around the back, and then the 2 New Orleans with them. So that should be fun. 3 groups of 3 for Santiago corvettes. Hoping they do some freaking cool in blowing. They'll be hunting for anything in atmosphere. Group will be the fun group. Another fun group will 3 new Kairos, 3 Osakas, and oh god, what are they called? Toulons. 4 Toulons. So they'll be fast movers, get out there and do some shooting. So that could be cool too. Alright, UCM versus Scourge. I'll probably just randomly shuffle the cards and then just flip them over, because it's, you know, I can't really outsmart myself, even though I probably could, but it would be kind of weird. So there might be some randomness to it all. So I will try to make the best of wherever these guys pop up. I just want to get comfortable with this again and have a little bit of fun blowing some spaceships up. I'm really looking forward to some of these chain reaction explosions that'll happen. Got to get a dreadnought at some point for both sides. That's going to be fun. And then some of the new cruisers. I'll definitely get the new box set when it comes out. I did print off the 1.5 rules, so we'll try to use those. And yeah. Alright, we'll be right back with turn 1. Mass slaughter. Can't wait. Woo! Just to make it a little bit more fun, I have named anything above a frigate in on the UCM side. Just a little attachment, see what happens. If it comes to it, a pain in the butt dragging around the name tags. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'm gonna try to stick with it. And we shuffled up the cards. No idea what's on top of what, so we'll go ahead and start turn 1. Alright, sorry about the glare. Strategy rating 13 versus a strategy rating of 30. Ugh, that's horrible. I think the Scourge will say, go ahead, UCM. So the 4 two heavy cruisers, 2 regular cruisers of the UCM move out on standard orders. I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll see what happens. They just went forward and they'll be waiting. The Chimeras and the Shidu monitors all did standard orders, turned 45 degrees, dropped down to low orbit. I think I did that right. All right, no collisions, no one's burning up on impact yet. Exciting. We got 2 ships to move so far, 2 groups. The next battle groups. For the Scourge, we've got a strategy rating of 8. They got their hunter killers and there's some gargoyles. And oh gosh, UCM goes with a 24. And they got some big boys. Johannesburg and its escorts of a Berlin and 4 Toulons move forward on standard orders. Just getting out there, 8 inches. Being aggressive, baby. Gargoyles and their Nictars scream forward. Standard orders. They could have gone max thrust, but it would have been ridiculous. They're in low orbit and they're feeling good. They're setting the stage. It's gonna get crazy. Our next battle groups, what's that? A 10. Another Pathfinder group. These guys getting their Pathfinder groups up there. And a 14. Oh, they almost got it. That's their Perth and their 2 heavy destroyers. UCM's just kind of plodding along. I think I'm plodding forward too much, to tell you the truth. We'll see if this goes good. No spikes yet, so that's good. We'll see how this all goes. It's gonna be a nightmare. So for funsies, the Charybdis and the Skyllas, they when max thrust, they dropped down to low orbit. They picked up a minor spike. The Gargoyles just did standard orders and dropped down into low orbit. So I don't really know what to do with these guys. So all right, something's happening. We got a strategy rating of 12. Actually got a line battle group here. We've got the Hydras.
Sorry, I don't have an answer.
And oh, my Alexa thought I was talking to him. Sorry. And then UCM loses again with a strategy rating of 14 with their San Franciscos. Oh, maybe they'll win one of these. San Francisco's and their destroyer escorts turned 45 degrees, did standard orders, dropped down to low atmosphere, and they're kind of heading off to the left side of the battlefield. Who knows? The Hydras and the Gargoyles turned, went forward, standard orders. The Gargoyles dropped down to low orbit, and the Hydras are staying up. All right, next up, strategy rating 24 for the got their Shenlong and Sphinxes and Harpies for the Yuggies, the Squids. Oh, and all the Corvettes. This should be fun. So the Shenlong with their sphincters, Sphinxes and Harpies, they move forward, standard orders, staying up in high orbit, looking for a gunfight. Santiago's all moved forward 14, went down to low orbit, looking for a gunfight or a missile fight for those guys. Next turn will be brutal. Battle group, strategy rating 25 for the Squids. Oh, that's a cool little group. Come on, UCM, you can beat it. All right, that's the one I have to make a correction. I got two I have to make corrections on. Strategy rating 12. Ooh, crap, this is the missile group. Oh, sweet. These guys want to get in there, mix it up. They went max thrust, stayed on high orbit, picked up a minor spike. Those guys do have the cloaking crest, but they get a minor spike. They just can't go more than that. Oh, they're close. All the missile frigates couldn't get into range of anything. So they're just went forward on standard orders in the middle of the battlefield. Hoping next turn they can pounce. All right, strategy rating of 12. Another fleet carrier. For the Squids. Oh, and a little Pathfinder battle group for the good guys. Hydras broke right, stayed in high orbit, and the Gargoyles broke left and went into low orbit. I'm having a real hard time remembering who's in what with these open formations. These guys are going to take off and be away. So stand by for screw-ups. The two New Orleans drop down to low orbit, do standard orders. These guys all go active scan. They pick up major spikes, and they double down on those cruisers. And they, one bumps them up to a minor spike, and then one bumps them up to a major spike. So both of those Scourge cruisers have major spikes now. A little bit of gamesmanship. Gotta love this game. Scourge turnover a 24. A Raiju heavy cruiser, 2 of Fritz, and 4 Jin. That's close quarter stuff. UCM turnover a 12. 2 Madrids and 2 New Orleans. They just did standard orders. They're going to take up the left flank as these guys cut towards the middle. The Madrids with their bombardment guns drop down to low orbit and start moving towards the center of the map. Just keeping their options open to destroy a couple sectors. There are 2 New Orleans strike carriers drop to low orbit and are moving towards the right over there. All right, next turn. Strategy rating of 30. Have fun. It's not a Kuma. Big ass Scourge, heavy battle cruiser, and they have one of their Seattle groups. Battle cruisers moving into the middle of the war zone. Standard orders, staying in high orbit, nothing exciting. UCM carrier group 1 just kind of taking their time, shift to the right, standard orders, staying in high orbit. No big hurry. Battle group 26 is the Banshee. 14, the other Seattle battle group, other carrier group for the UCM. That battle group also moves forward at max thrust. Everybody picks up a minor spike except for the is the Akuma? What the hell is it called? That's the Banshee. She's got a full cloak, so no spiky spikes for her. The rest of them are at high orbit and they've got minor spikes. So the Scourge are lighting up the radar. Got some minors, got some majors, got some fun going on here. The only major spikes for the UCM are back there in Topeka, Kansas. Way back there. The other UCM carrier group turns to the right, goes forward. Standard orders. This last order, they have a 21. And UCM 7. I forgot they had an extra New Orleans group in there. So they got the monitors and two New Orleans strike carrier groups. So they will move their gargoyles, harpies, and yokai. A group moved forward, stayed on the right flank. Yeah, pretty quick. And their strike carriers drop down to low orbit. Next up's the flag battle group, the New York and the Beijing. The Glorious and the Apocalypse move forward, just kind of trudging forward at standard orders, stay in high orbit. Freaking beastie. Getting ready to do some shooting. Not this turn now. And the final battle group's the fun one. Strategy rating of 34. Nice. It's all the Osakas and New Kairos and Toulons. These guys are between 2 and 3 inches out of range of those guys. Scourge got lucky on that one. Alright, so that's the end of turn 1 movement. Launch phase, I'll have to measure some stuff out. I don't think anyone can drop in any cities yet. I'll have to check some stuff out here. Hang on. Forgot to show the UCM monitors moving too with their strike carriers. They moved forward, went to low orbit. I gotta see if those big guns of theirs are in range. They could freaking smoke some. In fact, all 3 UCM Istanbuls are just in range of that Wyvern with its minor spike. I mean, they land right on it. So they will fire. We'll get some shooting on turn 1. That's kind of hot. And they don't pay a penalty from firing from low orbit to high orbit. That's the monitor way. 3 attacks, all +3 to hit. So we'll do 9 dice for all. Everything just shooting. Sweet. All right. So 9 shots at that Scourge cruiser. Let's see what hits. They score 3 critical hits on the 5s and 6s, and they get Scourge get 1 save. Wyvern has a +4 armor save, which it makes. That Wyvern gets smacked for 3 damage, and turn 1 comes to an end. Pretty cool. I mean, it's turn 1. I'm glad I got to shoot the monitors. That scan at 10 is hot. And no penalty for firing for layers, and they reached out and zapped them. Cool. Okay. Turn 2, I think, is half the ships will probably blow up. I'm just gonna, for funsies, say scoring rounds are 3, 6, 9, 12. I don't think I'm gonna get that far. I think everyone's gonna be crashed onto the planet by then. So we'll go from there. But that's turn 1 of Dropfleet Commander. I'm stoked to be back doing it again. A little bit something different, a little fun, and this game gets stupid when you start getting into the critical hits and chain reactions and everything, so I'm looking forward to that part. Alright, we'll see you in turn 2. And these 2 fleet carriers were like 3 inches out of range from being able to launch bombers.
Okay.
On to turn 2, I'm going to get shuffle the cards and get her done. Alright, let's see what happens. Got a strategy rating 12 for the squids. They got their fleet carriers. And then the UCM counters with, oh, their battleships. That's not good. They're going first. The Glorious and the Apocalypse move forward. They get within 22 inches of that Scourge cruiser, and with their minor spike, that is range for the big boys. So we'll do some shooting. This turn's just going to be brutal, I think. It might be all over after this turn. We'll do the New York. This is just standard orders. They're not going weapons free, but these are linked cannons, so they're going to fire at the same time. Oh gosh. 8 attacks, 4+. Ooh, lots of ones. Two hits, nothing critical, so 4+ saves for the Scourge. Take 2 damage. Takes them up to 5 damage, which will cripple that ship, so we'll go for a crippling hit. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, it's lucky for the Scourge. Subsystems. And then a 3. Which means they are on fire. Have fun, buddy, and 1 extra damage. That Wyvern cruiser's having a great time. 6 damage, and she's on fire. Still got her minor spike. And now we've got the big boy coming in. All of her mass drivers are linked, so 14 shots. Have fun. +4. See what happens there. Alright, 6 hits, 2 are criticals, 4 +4 armor saves for the Scourge, which they make 2 of. So they go up to 10. They go up to 10 damage, which destroys the ship. Now we get to see how it's destroyed. This is where the fun comes in Dropfleet. Oh, they luck out. She just burns up. No further damage. The 2 Scourge gargoyles drop down to atmosphere and move towards the center objective, or the center right objective, I should say. And then the 2 Hydra fleet carriers that were with them just moved up on standard orders and straightened up, trying to get into range to launch bombers. Next battle group, we got a Scourge have a 25 with their Strixes and Incubus and Harpies. And ooh, the nice 9 for the Santiago's going for 9s. Scourge will go first, I think. Right? Yeah, I think so. The Incubus and the Strix move forward. The 4 Harpies are able to get into Scald range, so they are going to split their fire and fire on these front 2 UCM frigates. All right, each Harpy has 1 attack, so here can make their what are +3 to hit and Scald. Oh, get 1. Oh, it's got to save on a 5+. Oh, wow. 4 attacks with the plasma cloud. 3 hits. He's got a point defense of 4. Nada. Oh, 1. Sorry. +4 armor save. That was a big spinner. Nope. She'll take 3 damage. She'll be crippled. So second table. 2. Scanner's offline, so she's still there. She's got 3 damage, and her scan's reduced by 1. Well, she's living on a prayer. All right, the other 2 Harpies will fire at that Toulon. +3s. 1 critical, 1 miss. Close action, 4 attacks from the 2 of them. Ooh, 3 criticals. Point defense. She needs 2 5s here to get this party started. Oh, nice. Frigate sitting at Toulon sitting at 3 damage. Chance for a cripple. Table 2. See what a 4 is. Oh, hammer time. See how that Toulon dies. I think it's horrifically. He's shredded. Let's see how big the explosion is. D3 inches. 1 inch. Thankfully for the UCM, everything was 1.5 inches So that sucker just shreds itself and crashes to the earth, or whatever planet this is. All right, that's them. Now we go to the second wave. Now the destroyers will fire. All three incubuses use their maximum burn through weapons, the furnace cannons, on the Invincible, which is a Perth class battle cruiser. Burn through 6, 3 dice, 4 pluses. Here we go. Oh, nice. So one of them's gonna be a critical there. 2 dice, 4 plus. Oh boy. 2 dice. And they get the last one. Armor save on one of the 5 hits. 3 plus. They do it. So they just take 4 damage. Alright, she's got 4 damage. Second burn through laser. Or so it's a furnace cannon. Oh, 2 hits and 2 criticals. That's gonna be fun. 2. 2 more criticals. 2. 1 more critical. More furnace cannon to go. The Invincible, not feeling very invincible. Crippling damage check. Highest table. She's taking at least 2 damage here. Oh, I think that's the worst one. Invincible suffers a reactor overload, goes up to 12 damage. She's only got 14, I think, maybe 16. And she takes another critical effect. If she detonates, she's going to take out half the fleet. Here we go. Boom! Oh, it's the high table. Oh, that's terrible. This could be it. No, at least it's low. Engines are disabled. She takes 2 more damage. She only had a hull of 14, so she detonates. And the final destroyer that was firing on her can't shoot, so she wastes her fire. Now she blows up. +1 to this. Oh, that's good. She just burns up and goes into the ground. That's great for the UCM. The 3 Strixes aren't in range, so they can't shoot either. So that's the end. That was, oof, battle cruiser and a Toulon frigate blowing up. It's gonna be a brutal. Yeah, this might be all over. All right, let's see what the UCM does. UCM corvettes couldn't reach anybody, so they dropped down into atmosphere and just moved straight ahead on standard orders. Not the best turn for them. And we'll pull the next cards. Scourge get a 13 with their chimeras. UCM gets a 7 with Istanbul's and New Orleans. All right, that'll work. 3 New Orleans will take a little turn and drop into atmosphere, heading towards that cluster over there, trying to get some distance between themselves because they would have gone straight ahead. Those hunter killers, Nictars, might have got them, so they want to take a chance. These guys just trudged forward 6 inches, stayed in low orbit, and they're going to fire at the sister ship of the ship that helped blow up last time. So attacks +3. I think they get a +1 on top of this. Is that right? No, they don't. They just don't have. They don't pay a penalty for firing from low to high orbit. Oh, some of those are criticals. Hit 5 criticals. 2 chances for +4 armor saves for that cruiser. But she makes 1 of. Wyvern takes 6 damage and no critical chance. Crippling table. It's middle table. Let's see what we get. A 3. 2 more damage and her armor is cracked for the rest of the game. She has 2 hull left and her armor is cracked, so not looking bueno. She-Doos move forward 6, stay in low orbit, and the Chimeras do the same. Chimeras are heading for that objective. I think the She-Doos are just going to take up space and try to dominate that space between the 2 center objectives in about 3 turns. If this game isn't over by then. So that's the end of that. Not too exciting for either side there. Next up, we've got a stretch rating 8. All Hunter Killers for the Scourge. Oh, and a 34 for the good guys. All right, I think the let's see if the Scourge want to go first or not. So the Scourge seized initiative. The 2 gargoyles drop down to atmosphere and are right above this far right cluster, and then their Hunter Killers dropped to atmosphere and then dove in basically on the Santiago corvettes, and they're going to unleash their air-to-air missiles, and this should be just a nightmare. Split their fire on these 3 outside corvettes and just in groups of 2. Ours have a D6 attack close action, 2 of them coming in, so 2 dice, and I rolled 3 dice for some reason, but I'll just take the red ones. Attacks +4 on the... Ooh, nice rolling. Regular hits and 1 critical hit. The point defense on the Santiagos is just 2 dice, so they do nothing. These things only have like a hull of 2, so the first Santiago just blows up and doesn't bother nobody. Or anybody, excuse me, bad language. Second 2 Nictars come flying in. Like 11 hits, or 11 attacks, excuse me. That's going to be fun. Santiago's not going to be around long. Yahtzee. So 2 criticals, they can't, well, let's see what happens. It's not to worry about, no point even trying. So the second one blows up. And the last group of Hunter Killers, they get 8 attacks. Maybe we'll roll all ones. Look at all that crap. 6 hits can only block 2, so they only have 2 hulls. So all 3 Santiagos destroyed. I'll get rid of them. Lost 3 of the Santiagos off the edge of that. The Osakas, the New Kairos, and those Toulons just move forward, and it's going to be a mess. The 4 Toulons are going to engage that destroyer. And they have the Squadron X rule since they have 4 of them. They'll get an extra D6 shots. Squadron X bonus. 3 more attacks. 9 lock 4 attacks. That'll work. No, it won't. That kind of sucks. This gets 2 saves +4. Look at that. Shakes them off. Takes 2 damage before the close action stuff hits her. +4 Barracuda missile attacks. Alright. This goes off on the Incubus trying to take out these missiles coming in. They take out 1 regular one. Incubus takes 4 more damage and is destroyed. She dies. Nothing. Pathetically weak. Burns up, goes down to the planet. The 3 Osaka light cruisers fire on the center Strix light cruiser. 3 attacks each. They have 4 attacks, 1 damage each. They have a Squadron 2 rule too, so they'll get a bonus too. There we go, 4 more attacks. Attacks, +3 lock. This is for armor saves, 6 criticals on the Strix. Strix just can't take 10 damage. She's gonna blow up. Now she detonates. Oh, big time. Give an explosion. She's gonna get her sister ships. Explodes and 2 damage, but they get to use their countermeasures against that, both of them. Their point defense holds up. Not bad, they each take 1 point of damage. Last but not least, to the New Kairos with their burn throughs. I gotta figure out how they're gonna fire. One's gonna fire on the outside Strix, 1 on that Strix, and 1 on that destroyer. There are 2 attack, lock 3, burn through 6, Cobra lasers. There's our first victim. We're down to 1 dice, but from now on it's critical time. Up. Here we go. And that's it. 2 points of damage. Alright, the next new Cairo fires. Alright, 2 hits. There's a critical and a miss. Next. Another critical. Another critical. And the last critical. 4 armor saves. Make it. They take 4 damage. Bricks is up to 5. Has to roll on the crippling table. Table 1. Numero 3. It's up to 6 damage over 8, and she's on fire. That's Cobra Laser. Well, that's nice. Hits. They're all criticals from that one. Okay, another critical. Oh, we're done. Chance for an armor save, 4+. Nope, 3 damage to that destroyer. Crippling table on an incubus. First table. Number 5. Got 5 points of damage over 6, and she's having power surges. Can't use special orders anymore. And all we got left is 3 of these guys can fire point defense at or close action weapons against this. I believe that's a harpy. Axe +4. He's got a point defense of 4. Nada. Oh, 1. Sorry. +4 armor save. Oh, that's a big spinner. Nope. She'll take 3 damage. She'll be crippled. Triple table. Low table. I think that might be fire. It's an armor crack. She will blow up. See how she goes. She just burns up. Next up, Scourge get a strategy rating of 10 with their Strange O fleet. That's a weird battle group. Let's see what the a 14 with San Francisco's and Kiev's. So the Charybdis and the Skyllas dropped down into atmosphere, getting ready for later attacks, and they had 2 no, what are they called? What are their strike carriers called? Oh, I'm having a meltdown. I can't remember. Oh, there they are back there. They also dropped down into atmosphere, and they're heading towards that cluster there. Gargoyles? I'm going with gargoyles. San Francisco stayed in low orbit, and they're angling towards that cluster. The 2 destroyers, the Kievs, named the Cyclops and the Chimera, going weapons free, picking up major spikes. They are in range of that Sphinx. They're going to double combine and use all their cannons to go after them. See if they can put that sucker into the ground. Those 2 destroyers were also in low orbit with the San Franciscos. They have the re-entry rule, so they can fire through orbital layers with no penalty. And yeah, and they got Fusillade too, so they can really let loose. This will be 6 attack, lock 3. Love those ships. Oh, hammer time. That's 2 damage, so it's 6 armor saves for these guys. Sphinx gets pounded for 9 damage. She has 1 hit point left. Roll on the crippling table. Table 2. Numero 3. Armor, she explodes. Oh, sorry about that, Squidly. Let's see how she goes down. Oh, that's like a distortion bubble, isn't it? How big's the bubble? 4 inches. She's gonna get some ships. Harpies, the Shenlong, and a Hydra, all get hit by the distortion bubble. They both explode. The Shenlong takes damage. She takes 4. Hydra. She takes 4 as well. 1. Oh, let's see what she does. I think that's an explosion, right? She's shredded. How much damage? How big's her explosion? Oh no. 1 point of damage, but she's got the Shenlong, the other Sphinx, and all 3 Harpies in blast radius. Harpies 3 and 4 try to use their point defense to shave it off. Actually, they get more dice than that, don't they? Stand by. Well, one of them stops it. Second one. She does not. She takes 1 point of damage. One's got a point defense of 6. She blocks it. Defense Sphinx has got 6 as well. She blocks as well. Number 2 explodes. Oof. She looks shred too. She is. Not too big. Harpy and the Shenlong. Harpy blocks it. Shenlong. She blocks it like a boss. Destroyers doing their thing, living up to the name. Major spikes would pay, you know, from the Limas really paid off there. I mean, they were able to reach that that was it, a Sphinx, and nail it, blow it up, and then cause some damage across the little battle group there. So that worked out well. All right, we'll flip the cards next for the next one. The Squids get a Raiju heavy cruiser. They get a good battle group, 24. And ooh, they get a 30. They get some big boys. St. Petersburg, a Moscow, and 2 Rios. There they go, the Raiju and the Ifrits and those freaking Jins going in against those light cruisers. Looks like they're not going to be in close action. So that's really going to suck for those guys. Those guys are all close action. Actually, 2 of these will be in range of that Toulon right there. So they will go off with their close action stuff. And these guys are just nuts. D6 plus 4 close action attacks. It's going to be ridiculous. These have Scald. Oh gosh, that Toulon's not going to be around much longer. Lock 3 Plasma Storm. Oh. Like 7 regular hits and 4 criticals with her 3-point defense. She couldn't even begin to stop that. She's going to detonate in a blaze of glory. That's how she dies. Is that weak? I can't remember. She'll just burn up and crash into the atmosphere or into the planet's surface. Probably taking out the city. These Ifrits are going to fire at these 3 light cruisers, so have fun, gentlemen. 2 new Kairos and 1 Osaka. That's actually Osaka. 2 Osakas and 1 new Cairo. 4 dice burn through 8s. It's going to be rough. Especially with that rolling. You're hot tonight. Oh, they missed 1. They got 1 more dice though. Dice and see if they get 1 hit. Terrible. And they get it. Pickles, 1 armor save. Oh. On an 8-hull ship, the Osaka detonates. Ooh, I think that's shredded. 4 inches. She's gonna get a couple of them. Fences go off on the New Cairo. They take it out on the way in. And then the other Osaka, her sister ship, she's able to block it too. Revenant ejecting from their escape pods, getting the hell out of there as that ship explodes and is no longer with the fleet. You will fire on the New Cairo. Oh Lord, well, loses 2. That's good. Criticals. Keeps it going. Down to 1 dice. Oh my gosh. And we're done. Armor save on that new Cairo. Oh, it's hit with crippling damage. Table 1. Maybe she could survive. The Achilles has 5 points of damage over 6. She's on fire. Got some serious issues. Dispatching damage control teams everywhere. Good luck, gents. Burn through laser, smack it into that sucker right there. Burn through. Oh, okay, that's a little better. You're down to 1 dice. Hit that one. Miss. So they do 2 damage, both criticals. UCM Fortress lives up to her name and just takes 2 damage. The heavy UCM cruisers, along with the Rios, the St. Pete and the Moscow, close in. Definitely angling for that bad boy with the major spike. The St. Pete, I think this is what I call it, the Exterminator. Good name. She's going weapons free, picking up a major spike. The rest of them are just doing standard orders because they're all linked anyway. But the St. Pete's going red hot, shooting away. St. Pete is a lock 3. Oh, there we go. These bad boys are burned through 6. All right, drops down to 1 on one of them. Keeping the show rolling. Lasers reach this potential. The other one's keeping the show going too. Oh, it's done too. 12 damage. Nice. An armor save for the Sphinx. She makes it. Take 11 damage, so she blows up. Distortion bubble. How big? Oh, huge. Harpies out front. They both detonate. Mirror is trailing. Oh, they take big damage. Kai to her right. She takes 3. Harpy in front of the yokai. Just takes 1. Best for last, do the Shenlong. Shenlong gets pounded for 5 damage. Front 2 harpies explode. Oh, both of them are distortion bubbles. Was that, or is that the other one? Hang on. Our ships, both of them are radiation bursts. Oh, and the Shenlong's in range of both of them. Long goes 1 over what she can take. She detonates. Oh, she's a radiation burst. Oh, she'll hit both chimeras. Hydras, sorry. Chimeras, the troop ships. I gotta see how many hull points they have because that sucker's taken 9, 11. I think she only has 10. 10, she detonates. Oh, another radiation burst. She'll get her sister ship with 2 more. That's it. The other, was it Hydra? Just got it all wrong a minute ago. Yeah, the other Hydra detonates as well. So that's what one blast from the St. Petersburg did. It just took out 4 cruisers and 2 frigates. That's nuts. Giant hole in the middle of the freaking squiddly defense line here. That's lost a whole group. Basically everything got taken out there, so these guys will just do pop shots needing 6s down at corvettes. Because everything else that was in range just got smoked. Oh, alright, I'll figure out how many shots there are. The St. Pete still got more shots left because it went weapons free, just fired 2 of his weapon systems. So all the rest of those guns from those cruisers gets 20 shots, including with the linked rule on the was it the Moscows or the Berlins, I think it was. So here we go. I don't know, because they're firing their atmosphere, but then you get an armor save because they're over 3+, so they would be critical hits. So that's what I'm saying. So 3 of those 100 killers are going to go bye-bye, and they're not just their whole 2, so you nothing to worry about. That beefy battle group does some damage. Oh, right side of the Scourge, a little less Scourgy. This battle group from that, because their entire battle group got annihilated, so they're out of the sequence. That's even one less group for the Scourge. We'll flip it for the next one. Scourge get the yokais and their harpies. Strategy rating 21. And then we get the Limas and New Orleans, the strategy rating 6. Just creep along and pop their major spikes. The 2 New Orleans drop down to atmosphere heading towards the cluster. And then the Limas popped major spikes on those 2 bad boys. So everyone's just salivating to hit them as soon as possible. Dropped in the atmosphere to drop on the cluster. And the harpies and the yokai, is that what they are? I think they are. I can't remember. I think I've got it wrong. Those light cruisers, I think everything's going to fire at the St. Pete. If I think they're going to be in range with that major spike. The yokai are going to fire their one of their Oculus beams arrays each at the St. Pete. So we're going to get a lot of attacks here. 6 attacks with 2 damage each. It's going to be a lot of fun. Though. Oh, that is horrible rolling for the UCM. They're going to get beat. Can't save any of that. And the St. Pete's going to take 12 damage. Those are all criticals. And I don't think she can take that. She's going to detonate. The Exterminator. Oh, gosh. She dies. Oh, what's that? Shredded? Shredded. Huh? Decent. She'll get the ship next to her. Point defense kicks in. Oh, she knocks it out of the air. No damage. It's my favorite ship, though. Well worth the money, though. She took out, what, 7 ships with 1 shot? That's nuts. Love it. Was going to target her, so that's it. Scourge. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I did that. They got the big boys. The Akuma, strategy rating 30. With the Raiju and the 2, is that a Fritz? Oh. They got the ones like, no, yeah. Oh, that's bad. And let's see if the UCM's got a 24. That's good. Oh, they got the Johannesburg. I get the Super Cobra laser. Nice. 2 Berlins and 4 Toulons. Johannesburg is dead. She blew up already. So 3 Toulons and 2 cruisers going in. 2 Berlins and 3 Toulons with standard orders. They're going to fire as much as they can at the Banshee and hope she detonates and takes out everybody, including them. Squadron X for those bad boys. Oh yeah, 6 more attacks. Lot 3, damage 1 attacks from the Toulons against the Banshee. Take that, sucker. Her saves. She's got 7 criticals already. Oh, nice. Starting off with 7 damage. Critical chance or critical damage time. 2. Numero 2. Just go down. No other damage. She's still hanging in there. Here come the burn throughs. Lot 3 Cobra lasers. Here we go. Critical. Down to 1 dice each. 1 more. She's keeping the party going. Last chance. Nice. Plus 4 armor save. Makes 1 of them. Goes up to 15 damage and blows up. There she goes. Oh god, radiation burst. How big? Oh, giganto radiation burst. She only had 2 hull necks next to her, so she's gone. And every one of these gets crippled damage. On 6 crippling damage checks. Alright, we'll check this out. We know 3 of them are dead already. You always take at least 2 damage on that, so let's say those 3 are dead. 1s. Both on fire with 3 damage. Nice. 2 in the middle. Oh, that's not good. Hull breach. She's gonna detonate. And we had 2 detonate that are gonna be in range of 2 of those ships. Blow up. I think one of them's gonna be a shreddo. Just took a flash and goes up from a minor spike to a major. And she's on fire. She's on her minor spike too, and she's on fire. Both have 3. And all that blew up. So we got to move the Akuma, the Raiju, and the Ifrits here. They're up next. The Akuma, the Raiju, and the Ifrits moved out in the center of the battlefield, or this, whatever the hell this is called. Yeah, I don't even know. And they're not in range for anything, but they have to fill the hole for future turns because they've got the right and the left pretty much hammered down with all the ships they've lost. Yeah, it just has to be done. Up, we got the Scourge, get a strategy rating of 12. Some Hydra action, which they already moved 1 set of Hydra, so this is the one that doesn't even have Hydra. It's got a gargoyle. And we got a strategy rating of 12 for the Madrids. And sorry about the glare. The New Orleans. Off. Squids win. That's these guys here, so we're in business. They'll move. The Scourge are going to move forward their carriers and their strike carriers. Gargoyles drop down to atmosphere. Not quite in range, I don't think, of the cluster. I'll do some measuring. Hydra stayed in high orbit. They moved up behind them. They'll probably be in launch range, and will be sending bombers in. Their New Orleans cruisers in that battle group, or sorry, frigates, drop down to atmosphere, heading towards that sector. And then the Madrids, they know the Squidlies are going to be dropping there. They're getting ready to go over there and just, if the order comes in, to just, what do they call it? Sanitize it. They're going to be ready. They're going to blow it to hell. Last battle groups, what we got? A 26. Is this battle group gone? I don't know. I gotta look at that one. And that might be gone actually. And then a 14 for the other guys. For the good guys. The Executioner and her 2 escort destroyers move forward. They were going to go weapons free, but they're 2 inches out of range, so they can't fire at anything. So that's the end of that phase. There are in the Scourge battle group, there's 2 Jin frigates left. That's all. So they're going to try to do something nutso. The Jins that are on fire with 1 hull point left, they closed in the point blank range, went weapons free with major spikes, and they're going to fire on that Berlin. The Maelstrom crew is doing everything they can to survive. 2 Jin fire their Oculus beams first. They're +3. Oh yes, 2 criticals. McLeod's D6 +2. Oh, that's actually good. 10 attacks. +3 hits. Close action and Scald. Berlin point defense goes Insano style. It gets rid of one of them. +4 armor saves. Oh, well, 1. Goes up to 7 damage. Table 1. Red flash, baby. Oh no. Suffers an energy surge. 2 more damage, taking her up to 9. Got 1 whole point left, but still there. And she can't use any special orders anymore, so she's got some issues. Nice orbital decay too. I gotta get that on there. Get those damage control teams working, baby. ship's in trouble. All right, next up, it's all UCM. Seattle Fleet Carriers. First UCM carrier group moves up into range, launch range. And some bombers are getting primed in the hangars. Launch, baby, launch. UCM. Oh, it's the missile crap. Here we go, baby. The Taipeis close in on those two Scourge frigates, or sorry, cruisers. They're going to split their fire 4-on-4 on each one of those front two cruisers. And they've got their support ships when the return fire comes back. First salvo of D6 plus 4 from 4 ships. Average. Most dice ever rolled at once. 30 Lock 4 Shark missiles or Barracuda. I don't know what the heck they're. Lots of missiles. Oh gosh, let's see what happens. 11 regular hits and 4 criticals. See what their point defense can do. The Ifrit's point defense goes crazy with 6 shots. There you go. 2, 3. Nice. Plus 4 armor saves. Okay. Ifrit does awesome. She just takes 6 damage. Will take a roll on the crippling damage table though. Table 2. And a 2. 2 more damage and her engines are disabled, so she's up to 8. She's also suffering from orbital decay, so not out of the woods yet. All right, second phalanx. We still got these back ships are splitting their fire too. They'll fire their turrets. Okay, here we go. Plus 4. Worse. Attacks. Here we go. Looks like a bit of crappy. 5 criticals and 7 regular hits. Here comes the point defense. 2 of the missiles. Here comes 5 armor saves. And 8 damage. Doesn't have the great rolls of her defense or other sister ship. Excuse me. Table 2. It's all over. She blows up. Explode. I think that's kind of weak, right? Shreds. See how big she shreds. And it might not get much. It was 8 point defense. Oh, it all fails. 1. Oh, 4 plus. Sorry. Yeah, she'll save the armor though. No damage to the Akuma. The 2 Jakartas will fire their UF 2200 mass drivers at that last remaining ship. Max. Oh. Last battle group is another Seattle battle group. They just move up behind the battle cruiser with their escorts. Not too far. See if they're in launch range. All right, we can do that this turn. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's figure out the order. I'm a little bit rusty. The launch phase, that UCM battleship launches a torpedo, goes out 9 inches, screaming towards that battle cruiser. Oh, it's gonna be fun. The Oblivion and the Ravager scramble their fighters, and they put 6 bomber squadrons on that stricken, on fire with engines disabled cruiser there. So that's the only ship they could reach. So that's the next. If they do get a chance to move, it's not going to be good. Those carriers pick up a minor spike. The Apocalypse launches her 7 squadrons onto that Scourge battle cruiser, and after she moves, they will all 7 bomber squadrons will attack. Apocalypse picks up a minor spike for launching, and then the Dreadnought, and I think it's the Colossus, they both pick up minor spikes and launch their 6 bomber squadrons against that Scourge cruiser. All right, let's see what the the Scourge have 2 carriers left over here. So what kind of range? They actually have better range than the UCM. See how far they can get. Hydras pick up minor spikes, launch their bombers. They're better range than UCM. 10 squadrons attacking the Dreadnought. Let's see what those Let's see if those anti-aircraft frigates are actually worth it, the Ajaxes. Here we go, baby. Only thing in range are Scourge drop ships. They drop infantry and a armor on that cluster there with the orbital gun, which is going to be fun. And then over here we drop into these two sectors infantry tokens. So if Scourge are landing, oh, making me nauseous. No UCM stuff can get into drop range. All the bombers are taking part next turn. I really think I'm going to get out of this turn. This is like an insane turn. I couldn't believe how many ships died. There's still so many on the board. All right, we're donezo. We'll see you in the next one, baby. All right, turn 3, our first scoring round. I think, well, at least for, I can't remember if you get, I don't know how the scoring system works. I know if you get control certain amount of clusters, you know, you win the city. If you have stuff over certain areas, you basically get points. I think killing maybe gets some too. I'm not sure. I'm gonna read the rules as I go along here, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. All right, let's draw some cards. All right, first one. Well, let's start with the Limas and the New Orleans. Strategy rating 6. Not bad. What about these suckers? They get a 12. The old Hydras. All that was left of that Scourge battle group were those two gargoyles. They stayed at atmosphere, cruised in over that cluster, and they'll be dropping. UCM. These guys trudged on forward. They got over the cluster. They'll be dropping, but they'll be shooting at these two gargoyles first. And then the Limas going to, you know, kept their major spikes, and I got to figure out who the heck they're going to be popping here in a second. Across the battlefield, and those two cruisers there both have major spikes on them now. That should make it real fun. All right, let's do some New Orleans pling pling. At those two gargoyles. They're both just going to shoot at the same gargoyle. They get one hit. Just I caught that mistake quickly. They're in atmosphere. They don't have air-to-air weapons, so they needed 6s to hit, and they don't hit. So no damage at all to the gargoyle. Next card. The St. Pete is blown up, but it's still that strategy rating 30 for them. And all the weird stuff. The Charybdis, the Skyllas, and 2 more gargoyles. All right. The Moscow and the 2 Rios will move up, fire all their linked weapons at these yokai-like cruisers. Let's do some shooting. All right, the Moscow is firing. The red dice will be the lock 3s. Doesn't really matter. I'll get 1 + 5 armor save. Nope. She already had 4 damage, so she will detonate. She'll blow up. Oh gosh. Big. Just get the ship next to her. The radiation burst does 2 points of damage to that yokai, and then you get the Squadron X roll from the 2 Rios as they double up on this gentleman. Good luck, buddy. Oh no. In lock 4 attacks. I threw 1 dice outside. Hang on. 2 regular hits and 4 criticals. 1 more. All right. 5 armor saves. Gets 1. Radiation burst pays off. 6 hits, blows the ship up. Pretty good explosion too. Close action stuff isn't, or point defense doesn't work on these criticals. Like I've been doing that wrong the whole time. So if you've been following me, there you go. First mistake that I actually caught besides the other one. So just armor saves. 2 + 5 armor saves on the last yokai. And she'll take 1 damage. I think I forgot to roll how big the explosion was. Oh, it's huge. So yeah, so she'll take one, and then it'll hit some of the front ships too. Harpies are in blast range. Both have +5 armor saves, and they both are crippled. Which table do they go to? Both in the middle table. Happens. Okay. I turned our Harpy, had her armor cracked, so she will blow up. And there's one with 2 damage, and scanner's offline. Here he goes. Oh no. Radiation burst. Just gets the ships next to her. This starts the the domino effect. She's got to roll for catastrophic damage. Crippling damage. So the radiation burst hits her. And table 1. Always a good thing. Oh, that should be just nothing. Just a minor spike over there. And the Scourge lose in that phase 2 more frigates and 2 light cruisers. They're just losing ships by the bucketful, which is awesome. All right, so now we get to do the strange ships, the Charybdis, the Scylla, and we'll get another landing probably going on here. Got ourselves a good old-fashioned traffic jam here. The gargoyles moved forward. They stayed over the cluster. Everything's in atmosphere. This whole battle group. The Charybdis, I think those are the ones that shoot up. They all moved up. They're gonna use their basically submarine-like weapons and fire up into the bottom of this sucker, the Moscow. And then these guys, one of these is the Charybdis, one's the Scylla. You'll have to excuse me. This is the ground attack guys. They move barely forward, and they're setting themselves up to attack any units the UCM drops into town. All right, do some shooting, and these guys will fire weapons at some of these gentlemen as well. Gargoyles will fire on that New Orleans. 6s and close actions don't work in atmosphere, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's nice. 4+ armor save by the New Orleans. That's even better. The 4 Charybdis that are the ground assault frigates of the Scourge will try to shoot that same New Orleans. Get 1 hit. Armor save. Nope. Let's find the reverse gravity cannons at the Moscow. These are kind of cool guns, I guess. Oh, here we go. +3 lock. Ooh. 3+3 armor saves. Got 1. She takes 5 damage and she'll be crippled, or crippling damage, excuse me, on the middle table. 12 holes. She just takes 5 damage. She's not crippled. That would have been armor cracked though. It was good practice. All right, next battle groups. Scourge get a 34. No, that's the UCM. Excuse me, get a 34, and the Scourge get a 21. What's left of these Scourge are definitely going to go before they get smoked. Now it's a total mess. The Yokai closed into point blank and goes weapons free. There was no benefit for those guys going weapons free, but they closed in real close to that Rio, and they're going to unload on him. Oculus beams and Oculus beams arrays going crazy. Oh wow. Them one dice short. Hit with that too. We'll get an armor save on this last one. Oh, which they make. Nice. Well, they need 1 more. It was a 2 damage attack. Just 1. And now we have the close action stuff with her 1 hit point left. This should be real fun. 6+2 attacks coming in. 7 more. +3 attacks. Good luck point defense. Moscow's got 5 point defense. That's not going to get it done. She's gonna blow up. Moscow goes. That's shredded, right? Big. Oh, small. We'll take out the stuff around her. Won't hit the UCM stuff, but we'll hit Scourge stuff. Yokai gets hit. Armor saves. Fails them both. Takes 2 more damage. The crew of the Destructor. Sending letters home to their family. Alright. Now it's up for the, is it Annihilator? The Rio? Can she survive against all this stuff? That's 3 attacks. 1 gets through. And it's critical. So that's already 2 damage already. My cloud is not that bad. Just 2 attacks. So. Oh, that's some crappy rolling. UCM point defense. Gets 1. Or save against that one. Nice. Alright, just 2 damage. Heavy cruiser explodes. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of that phase. Now we've got the Osaka's, New Kairos, and with Toulons. I think there's a few of these guys still left. Turned into another point blank disaster. 3 New Orleans construct on that heavy cruiser. The Osaka's pulling on this bad boy. And then you got the New Kairos with the burn throughs. Fighter next for the Toulons. Okay, not too bad. Just can't get any worse. 10 +4 mass driver attacks on the Raiju. Raiju gets 4 +4 armor saves. Alright, she'll end up taking 3 damage. 6 +4 Barracuda missile attacks. The Raiju has a point defense of 6. Oh, nice. She takes out 2 of the Barracuda missile hits, down up to 4 damage now. The Osakas will fire on this outside cruiser. They have a Squadron X rule with 2 ships, so that's what they got. Oh, nice. 12 +3 mass driver attacks. Oh, that looked decent. 8 critical hits and 1 non-critical hit, so I'll try to make a +4 armor save. She'll make that, but she'll take 8 damage. Fritz have a hull of 10, so they'll get a crippling roll here. Which table? Oh, she will not survive this. Oh, how does she go? Oh, pretty weak, I think. Put a spike on someone if it's big enough. It's big enough. Minor spikes on everything in there, including the UCM Toulons. Now we got the Barracuda missiles going in on the Raiju. Just 4 +4 Barracudas. Get 2 of them. Defense on the Raiju. Gets 1 of them. Armor save +4. She shakes it off, no damage. New Kairos they're going to make sure they kill the Raiju. All of their burn throughs are going to go into her, and all their close defenses will go into this light cruiser. 2 attack +3 to hit. Burn through 6. Cobra lasers. I hope that made sense. Here they come, and they're going to superheat this sucker. Alright, looks like one of them already choked. Keep the power pouring into that thing. Oh, they keep it going. Orange Cobra laser hasn't gone critical yet. The other one is 4 crits in so far. Last rolls. Oof. At a minimum, this Raiju's taken 7 critical hits. So she's gonna have 1 hit point of damage, but she gets 5 armor attempt saves to try not to die before we start the crippling crap. Crippling crap! If one of these isn't a 4, 5, or a 6, we're gonna have some slug barbecue. I see a 3, I see a 2 and a 1. Oh, she's gonna kaboom. Let's see how that sucker goes. Oh no. Neighborhood radiation burst. How big? Oh yeah, she's gonna get a couple of friends. So all those Scourge frigates are gonna get hit. The Toulons are gonna get hit. They're all every one of those guys is gonna be crippled. And this wonderful ship will take 2 damage as well. A crippling table for all 3 Toulons. And one of them's gonna blow up. Go nuclear here real bad. So far the 2 Toulons are both blown up. That one has 1 hit point left, or 1 whole point, and she's on fire. Let's do these 4 Scourge frigates. The red dice we're looking at. Oh gosh. 3 of them detonate. Last one. Oh, she goes too, I think. All 4 Scourge frigates explode. Let's see how they go. One's a turd, but 2 of them are going to be bad. One is, and it'll get that Toulon, and the explosion will also get a couple ships. That'll get some of the Osakas. Toulon's got to take 2 armor saves, 1 against explosion and 1 versus the shredded. She fails, so she will detonate too. Alright, the Fortress has got an armor save versus an explosion and a shredded. And might do the same thing for the is that the Intrepid? I can't read it upside down. Imperial. Armor saves. Alright, one of them does good. Both Osakas have 2 damage now. Now we got to deal with how the 3 Toulons go off. Time. Oh no. Oh no. Explosions and a radiation burst. The red's the radiation burst. Oh, explosions are good. They're just going to get each other. The radiation burst will get a few people. The Ifrit's up to 4 damage. Both Osakas are up to 4, and they both have crippling damage rolls now. Oh gosh, high table on the left one. Goes up to 7 hull damage. He's got 1 point left. Her weapons are offline. And then the Imperials stays at 4 damage, and just takes a minor spike from a flash. So they're still there. They've stopped the cycle of madness, and then we'll get a bunch of close defense missile launches from the 3 new Kairos. 6 plus 4 missile attacks. Oh, there you go. There's a point defensive 2. She'll get 1. 5 plus, is it 5 armor save? Sorry, just stare at the blue for a minute here while I look at this. Armor's plus 5. Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun. I don't think that's gonna get it done. Rix is up to 7 now. She's got 1 hole left, but she has to take crippling damage. Table kaboom. She blows up. Let's see, let's just keep this party rolling here. How does she blow up? Oh. Explosion. That is quite large. 6 plus 4 armor saves from the new Kairos. Intrepid and the Defiance both take 1 damage. Hang it in there. And now we got 2 armor saves by this little sucker. Oh, nice. Phase, we lost all that. Oh. Scourge definitely come out the loser on that round, losing a heavy cruiser, 2 regular cruisers, 1 regular cruiser, a light cruiser, and 4 frigates. And the UCM just lose 3 frigates. So that's a fair swap, baby. Our group will be a 14, be a Seattle class, with the 2 Seattles and the 4 Jakarta escort missile cruisers, or frigates, sorry, and then all the Niktar stuff for the, I think the Scourge will choose to go first. Take initiative. Their gargoyles did like a half move. They're still over the cluster, dropping troops, and their Niktars turned 45 degrees and are attacking a Kiev destroyer. We're gonna max out on that thing, so many missiles they can put into it. 3d6 attacks. What's that average? Lock 4, 10 attacks. Here we go. Bring them out, bring them out. Kievs are rocking a point defense of 5. Oh, nice. It took away a critical and one of the other ones. So now they got 2 armor saves. I think it's 3 plus. We'll check in a second. We roll. But it won't matter on one of them. Kiev takes 2 damage from those hunter killers. Leviathan and the Goliath and her 4 escorts, the carrier group there. Just took a little right turn. Just went 4 inches, just chilling, trying to not get still, just in case these guys break through. Don't want to get wasted. All right, Scourge. Actually, it's not Scourge. It's turn over the cards time. It could be Scourge. All right, we got a 13 battle group with the Chimeras, the Troopies. Oh, and the Johannesburg, the Berlin, and the Toulons. Is the Johannesburg dead? I think she's toast. So it's just the 2 Berlins and the 4 Toulons. But the Chimera is in range to drop on that center cluster. And 3 Shidus moved up. They're gonna blast away into that and see what kind of mayhem they can cause. The Shidus are going to fire their Oculus beam crests. I guess the whole front lights up like a Christmas tree. Using their monitor roll, so they don't pay a penalty. They're going to hit like every other one of those Taipeis, like that one, and that one. Try to get catastrophic explosions and see if they can take out a bunch of them. All right, 2 plus 2 attacks, lock plus 3. Actually, 3 2 attacks. 2 of the Taipeis are gonna explode already, and because they got 4 critical damage. And the last one on the right, farthest right one, has got to make armor saves. Oh, I need 2 more dice too. All right, makes both of those. I'll do it again. Forgot they're 2 hits each. Saves 2. What a boss. Just takes 1 damage. The sideways guys are exploding. Let's see how they do.
Next cards, we got a 14 for the good guys. They still have that battle cruiser. And then the evil trolls. Ooh, I don't know what's left on. They got a. This battle group's actually mostly intact, I think, but they'll be going after the good guys. All right, move up. They're trying to put the finishing touches on these Scourge. Got to go. They're gonna. Well, you know, we got to do it. It's late in the game. Oh yeah, weapon spray. Execution will go first. Then, of course, are two destroyers. What they get? The Cerebus and the Invictus. I love it. But that Super Cobra Mega Ultra Laser is going to try to saw this dude in half. Deuces, loser. Lock 3, burn through 8, 4 dice. Sounds good to me. Missed 1, but we're going critical. Keeps that party going. 2 hits left, but I got 3 dice. Let's see if they can get them all. They'll pick up the last 2. All critical. Oh, you can smell it, baby. Burning squid. Calamari time. The Akuma will get 2 armor saves. Oh, it fails them both. Oh, they know they suck. Followed by 8 damage, causing her to explode. Let's see how she goes. It's not an Akuma. Oh no. Oh yes. The only ship hit by the distortion bubble. Take that, sucker! Oh well. 3 points of damage. Alright, the Kievs, they get their they're doing it for Russia. They're doing it for Ukraine, baby. They're firing their they're doing their fuselage rules. They're firing all 3 shots. So 6 shots into this bad boy. Lock 3. Four hits translates into 8 plus 4 armor saves for the Raiju. Oh, nice rolling. Shark missile bay time. The big boy will get 4 of them. And close action attacks from those 3 ships against. They're all lock 3. Here we go. Crappy. Defense on the Raiju is 6. Alright, she'll take out 2 of them. They took out 1 critical, leaving a critical and 6 armor saves. Putting some faith in her armor. Oh, maybe not. She takes 5 more damage. She's taking it to 10. Now she'll take crippling damage. She's got a total hull of 12, so this could be high. It could be all over. Ooh, maybe still alive. As long as it's not a 1 or a 2. Oh, explodes and she's within 5 inches of those ships. So let's see what happens. Those guys are at a different orbital layer. And she's, of course, a distortion bubble, which is always fun for the whole family. Oh, and she just implodes on herself. Atlantia Death Squadron. The Strix, the Incubus, and the Harpies close in on the Glorious, trying to take her out. They know she's a symbol of UCM freedom, so they're not down with that. They love killing all the humans and putting little freaking worms in their brains because they suck. Let's see what they can do. He's got their +3 or 3 attack +3 with Scald. Miss 1. The Glorious makes her armor save, or tries to, on one of them. There we go. Here comes the first plasma cloud. Alright, seen better, I like it. Point defense on the Beijing. 10 shots from that. Alright. Beijing takes out all those plasma cloud attacks, so she's still there. That's the first wave. Now here comes the burn-throughs from the Incubuses. Lock 4 burn-throughs coming from the destroyers. Triple ones. That's gotta suck. Where's the other dice? I think I missed one. Hang on. What was up there? Hang on, I gotta reroll that. It was trapped. Okay, the one burn through misses everything. Those guys were drinking. And the other guys get all 3 hits. Okay, here's our next 3. These are all criticals. Oh, they get them all. That's Scald too, I forgot. They do get 2 saves, plus 4. Save 1. Glorious is up to 6. Now they can take the point defense from those guys. I mean the close action. D3 plus 2 attacks. Okay, oh that's both 1, so hang on. 6 plus 3 attacks. Two regular hits, 3 critical hits. Point defense going off on the Glorious. Let's hope those gunners have got it together. Does not look like they do. You're up to 10 hits now. It's looking ugly. Break out the damage control party. And now the Strix, which is the close combat killing machine. She'll fire her 1 Oculus beam for funsie. And she'll hit. 2 plus 4 armor saves. Ooh, gets them both. Nice job by the armor. It's like, I think it's 2d6 plus something. It's something horrible for this. Close action. 2d6 plus 4. Oh, 14 attacks. Here we go, baby. Let's hope they all miss, but I don't think, looks like they hit a lot. Glorious takes 4 regular hits and 5 critical hits. It's point defense time. Hope the gunners do better this time. Oh, brutal. 5 armor saves. Well, that was good. 15 hits. Her hull is 18. Oh, yes. Okay, as long as she doesn't take that 3-hit critical, we're good. Or crippling, sorry. Come on, Glorious. Table 1, that's very helpful. Come on, like some light bulbs with a bright flash or something. Oh. Energy Surge is 17 points of damage. She's holding on by a thread. It's like one dude holding 2 bulkheads together. Great job. Oh, I'm glad she survived. She's that's just freaking cool as hell. All right, that's the end of that phase. Scourge's last battle group of the turn. Fleet carriers. And oh, it's the Beijing and the New York. What can they do? Battle group, the Hydras move up into they're going to release their plasma storms onto that gentleman, and their 2 landers are preparing to drop all kinds of goodies onto that city. Good luck down there, gents. Hope it's not rush hour. We got 2 d6 plus 2 close action. Okay. Oh, block 3 Scald. Oof. Point defense on that new Cairo. I take out 1 critical. 3 plus 5 armor saves with the Scald. Oh, I feel like they almost had it. She takes 7 damage, which just doesn't get it done. Yeah, she already had 1, so she will explode. It's a heavy congested traffic zone. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a, what's that, a radiation burst? No, it's just an explosion because she doesn't get that +1 because she only has a base hull of 8. See how big it is. It's brutally big. Alright, the 2 Hydras they're going to try to make their armor saves. Alright, she takes 2 damage, and now these 2 other new Kairos take damage. Oh, and those are in atmosphere, so they won't get hit by this explosion. Oh, nice.
Just one ship taken out by that explosion, which has not been the way of things lately. And I think we're up, oh, for the battleships. Gotta figure out where the hell they're gonna go. 2 battleships do standard orders, turn to the right, move forward into range of those 2 carriers, basically. They're gonna use most of their linked stuff. Probably chuck a torpedo in there too. I want to use the burn through, but I think the linked guns are a better idea. They're going to combine and just try to wipe this sucker off the face of the earth. It's going to be 16 mass driver attacks. All but 4 are going to be block 4, and the red dice are going to be lock 3 off the Beijing. Swiss cheese time, baby! Good luck, homies! So she takes 6 critical hits and 6 regular hits. At least she gets an armor save. She might be able to save herself. +4 armor saves. Let's see what she did. She is smashed pretty hard. She'll end up with 1 hull point, but she has to take the damage roll now. So let's see if she can survive that. It's cripple time. The crippler. It's gonna spin forever. Second table. Oh, I think that's it. Just 1 and 2 is the only thing she could survive, I think. They think they're gonna survive. They're all like getting their tentacles out and crap, and they're holding it together. The razor worms are chewing stuff, trying to keep it in one piece, and then armor cracks in one little spot, and the ship just falls in half. Let's see how bad she blows up. Too bad, razor worms. Like using razor worms like frickin' zip ties, trying to hold the ship together. Chew on this, you bastard! That's a 4. Just shredded. How bad is she shredded? Oh, she keeps it to herself. Very polite. Very nice person. And she'll just go into the ground. That's nice. Just, I want to go weapons free with these things. I guess I can't with that. Well, they have a chance to fix that electrical surges. Would be nice to go maximum firepower with those guys, but they just kind of casually fired all their mass drivers on standard orders and just sawed that 10 hull point ship in half. It's kind of yeah, it's an everyday at the office. Oh, I got oh, they are in range for their point defense to fire backwards at that one destroyer. I've got a D6 +4 and a D6 +1. We'll do the red. Will be the +4. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I could just added 5 to it. So I outsmarted myself there like usual. 14 close action attacks. Getting some payback on that Skilla. Take that back. I take that back. It's a lock 3 attacks. Skilla gets hit by 12 shark missiles. Good luck, homie. Point defense of 5. I'll laugh if she rolls all ones. No, not bad. Takes out 1 crit. 6 4+ armor saves. And she explodes. See you later, sucker. Oh, 5, just 4. I think that's shredded. Let's see how bad she fragments. Oh, she's gonna take all of her friends. First up, the 2 battleships will get armor saves. Ooh, yes. First up, the 2 Jin that are on fire. Thankfully, the monitors are at low orbit, so they get avoided by this. All blows up over their heads. Both Jin have 3 damage and they're on fire. They'll both explode. This will be making the UCM battleships nervous. The Apocalypse is up to 9, and then you got 17 on the Glorious. So we'll see what happens when all these ships blow up. We'll do the next Skilla and the Strix as well. Skilla action. She doesn't save. Strix does. The other skill only had 1 hit point left, so she blows up as well. Now we'll do the 3 armor saves on these lead frigates. Alright, 3 + 5 armor saves. Now 2 of them will take 1 damage and the other one will shake it off. Alright, the other Skilla was 7 inches from the battleship at least. Let's see how she blows up. Oh, another one. How big she explodes. She's going to share the love with her destroyers in front of her. I mean, her light cruiser and the 2 frigates in front of her. Armor saves by the Strix and the 3 frigates. Alright, all 3 Harpies will have chance for crippling. Well, they're going to have crippling damage. There's no chance about it. So 2 table 2s and 1 table 1. 2 table 2s. Oh, both 6s. And table 1. It's bad too. All 3 Harpies explode, and the Strix has got 1 hull point left. How do the Harpies go? A radiation burst, a nothing, and a shred. Big. Oh, it's bad. The radiation burst is in range, so that's the end of the Strix. The whole battle group just implodes. Now you've got the 2 exploding frigates here, which are in range of these bad boys. Let's see how they go. Oh, 1 radiation burst. How big it is? The other one's a blazing wreck, so it's going to give minor spikes. Ooh, the radiation burst is small, thank God, and the minor spikes go on both ships. Well, after that explosion, that was fun, chain reaction. The Scourge are down 2 more battle groups, and yay. So then the rest of the turn is just going to be some UCM stuff, and then we'll get into launching, and then we'll get into where the points are, which I'm just kind of interested to learn how to do that correctly. Next up are San Francisco's and 2 Kievs. UCM destroyers, Cyclops and Chimera, go straight ahead, stay in low orbit, go weapons free, get their major spikes, and they're going to fire their re-entry weapons at 2 of the gargoyle landing ships over that cluster. Oh yeah, wipe them out. Wipe them out, wipe them out. These destroyers, Fusillade and re-entry. Nice. Alright. That sucked. So they get 1 critical, no armor saves, one takes 2 damage to be crippled, and the other one's just outright destroyed. Crippling damage on that gargoyle. And that's like an atmospheric parking lot over there. It just could be rough. Or maybe there isn't it. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Is there explosions in atmosphere? I gotta look that up. Atmosphere, they don't roll on any kind of burn up or any kind of table. They're just blown to heck. And they're both destroyed over the city, which I'm sure was a lot of fun for everyone below them as they get sawed in half by those 2 destroyers. It'd be pretty cool. You're like, all these guys about to come landing, and then you can see these things in the upper, up in the atmosphere coming down, and they just firing huge freaking school buses across and just blowing them both away. That's freaking sweet. They'll use their close action on this sucker while they're here. Might as well. I think it'll be in a +1 because this one's in high orbit. 6 attacks needing 5s and 6s. Yeah, they got a couple. Point defense on the yokai is 2. They get 1 of them. And a +5 armor save. She makes it. Nice. The San Frans, I guess they could fire at into atmosphere. What the heck? Just go ahead and need 6 at those. They'll combine on 1 of the landers. 8 attacks needing 6s. Can't hit if you don't roll. Oh, they shouldn't have combined. Nice. All right, 4 +5 armor saves. Oh, just straight up killed. I wasn't even going to shoot, so that's kind of nice. Sayonara. Oh, it's Santiago time. This is going to be the important part. What's their minimum move? Evan put him in base-to-base contact with those suckers. Oh, these are the Scourge city destroyers. Frigates. I don't think they're going to survive this. Here come the missiles. They're going to double up and attack 3 of the 4 Charybdis frigates. So 3 of them are going to get 6 missiles each. With +1, seems to be locked 3 because they're in atmosphere. And they got the air-to-air weapons. Yahtzee time. Have fun. Charybdis is a point defense of 4, which isn't bad. Not too bad at all. Armor saves. You get 1. 2 of the Charybdis will have 3 damage, the other one takes nothing, and they're going to take saves. Catastrophic damage. Like that. Oh, one of them blows up immediately, and the other one blows up as well. So 2 Charybdis blow up. They've lost 4 of their atmospheric ships this round over the city. Just making the UCM happy. Doing the cleanup. And the last card is the Istanbuls and the New Orleans. Group just as standard orders. The New Orleans are in range to drop. The 4 landers will fire, combine on that one friggin' Scourge lander. And these 3 buggers, the monitors, will all blast away at the last fleet carrier. All right, 4 chances for 6s. Brick City, but you gotta try it. The monitors fire 9 shots at the Hydra. Hydra! Take that, sucker. 3 +4 armor saves. Ooh, they'll take 4 damage. They're up to 6. Chance for cripple time. Table 2. Number 4. Hydra's up to 9 damage. Weapons offline. She's in trouble. And she's in immediate strike range of way too many bomber squadrons. Alright, first part of the launch phase. The Apocalypse will launch her last torpedo, and she's on a beeline for that center monitor. She-Do, whatever it's called or something. See if that thing gets smoked. The last Scourge fighter has sent her 5 bombers to try to finish off the Apocalypse. And the UCM has rallied together and sent 19 fighter squadrons to defend her. Could be the largest air battle ever seen. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Let's see if they get through. The 10 Scourge bombers begin their attack run on the Glorious. Score 5 regular hits and 3 criticals. Here comes the largest point defense I've ever seen. Too bad there's no freaking Jakartas around there. Make it insane. Look like freaking Hanoi. Alright, here we go. So the fighter squadrons from these carriers, the Glorious, and those other 2 carriers were all in range to get there. There will be a point defense of 67. This should be awesome. Largest dice roll ever. Take that, sucker. And the greatest air battle ever. The Glorious survives. They had plenty of extra hits. I think they had 1, 2, 4. They had 11 extra hits to take out the bombers. Everything shot down before it even hits the target. The Glorious survives. Oh, so psyched. Freaking way to go, UCM. We don't have any ground combat because the UCM is just landing troops this phase for the first time. But we do have some orbital guns, and we have defense weapons that are occupied. So, and we'll start off in cluster 1 over here, the city 1, whatever. The UCM controls the military district, but the Scourge hold an orbital cannon, so they'll both get to shoot. UCM will fire their defensive weapon at that light cruiser of the Scourge. All right, blasting out of lock 3. Get them both. That light cruiser goes up to 5 damage. She's now ready for catastrophic damage, or crippling damage, excuse me. Table. Oh, table 1. Might not be too bad. Numero 5. Takes energy surge damage, and she goes up to 7. 1 whole point left. Holding it together. Barely. Scourge fire their orbital gun at the damaged Kiev. She's locked 2, so good chance for critical hits. And she does it. So no saves, 2 damage for the Kiev. Cyclops is now up to 4 damage. She will take crippling damage. Middle table. Ooh, she might get lucky there. Her scanners are destroyed, and but she's still there. Didn't explode. In City 2, the Scourge have the military district here, so they will fire on this whatever. What are they called? Bulk landers, or I don't know what the hell they're called. Troop ships. San Francisco, right? Lock 3, 2 attacks. I'll get 1. The Ravager takes 1 damage. UCM did get 6 troops down in that cluster there. There is a volatile district, or whatever, power plant, whatever it's called, sorry. So the Scourge will get 4 points for that, so they're going to win the cluster, even though they have 3 of the 4 clusters anyway. UCM captured the it's the scanner, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Uplink, targeting uplink center, whatever it's called. So they've got that bad boy. Let me see if I got that name right. Hang on. Comms station. So woohoo! That's like where I'm scheduling my vacation. There's no Scourge presence in that cluster there, or city. And this final cluster, the UCM's got all their stuff in. Actually, they're going to move 1 troop over to that far one over there. Yeah, now it's 2 clusters apiece. The Scourge have the military district, and UCM has the orbital gun. Scourge will fire their defense weapon at that stricken, at the, what is that thing called? I can't even, the Achilles. 6 damage. Come on, baby. 2 attack, lock 3. Gets them both critical. And that'll be the end of the Achilles. She's going to explode. Let's see how she goes. Stupid defense weapon. Oh, and she detonates like a boss. Radiation burst. How big? Oh, keeps it to herself. That's very sweet of her. UCM will fire their orbital gun at this last Hydra. Lock 2. Oh, nice. She takes 2 damage and explodes. Oh, see how she goes. Unless she's a 6, well, let's see how she goes first. Now, she's a big one. She's a radiation burst. If it's not a 6, it's all by itself because everything's not in range. Oh, misses by an inch. Thank gosh. Adding up cluster control and critical locations at the end of turn 3. It's a point counting thing. The UCM is up 5-3. All right. I'm not even worried about ship counting because that's obviously the UCM's winning that. This is going to turn into a mopping up operation here in a minute. Just wipe them out. Here we go. We're going to turn 4. Adopt some mech warrior rules, initiative rules on this one. UCM's going to turn over 2 fleets for every Scourge 1. Right. Scourge shouldn't get an advantage because they've got more of their crap blown up. So we'll go with that for a minute. See how it goes. All right, UCM Pulls over a Vanguard with their oh, too bad. Makes me sad. The St. Pete's gone. Half the stuff might be gone. Might be like one Rio left. So I got that, and they've got one of their Seattles. And then the Scourge. I don't even know what's left of theirs. I'll figure it all out, but that's what we got. This is like the passing through turn where they initially pass through the other main line. See what's still alive. 2 Rios pass through. Really don't have anything to target with. Everything's in low atmosphere. What else was in this turn? Oh, the Scourge ships move forward. They're going to attack the Limas, which is never good. I'm going to blow them to heck. And oh yeah, and a Seattle group just move forward. So those were the 3 movers. Nobody can shoot except for the 3 Scourge ships. I think they're going to be in range because of the major spikes the Limas have. At least they won't be in scald range, so that's something good. Those 3 ships will combine their Oculus beam arrays on one of the center Limas. +3. I score 3 hits, 2 criticals. Lima will get a +4 armor save, which she'll make. So, but she'll still take 2 damage, and that'll be see what table she takes. That's a nightmare. Hang on. Middle table. I think she'll end up blowing up. Her armor cracked. She'll explode. How will she go? Massively bad. How big? Oh, she'll take her 2 side ships with her. Both take catastrophic damage. On the middle table. Crippling. I think they might both live. They both survive, but kind of neutered. They both have scanners offline, which should take away their active scan ability. You know, yeah. So they're gonna just got 1 Lima left, really can operate. Be more about just saving the crews and getting the heck out of Dodge now. Not much of that battle group left. Strategy rating 24. The Berlin, the Toulon, I don't know what's left of that. Oh, now the Limas go. Should have gone first last time, homie. It's okay. And the Scourge have, I don't know what they got left of that. We'll have to figure it all out. That battle group was destroyed, so they'll go with their Nictars. Limas move forward, drop down for major spikes to miners. They're just in kamikaze range. They're going to try to take out that light cruiser. And before they go, they put the one that can still operate, put a minor spike right there on the Scourge monitor. 3 Block 4 mass tracker attacks. They miss everything. Yay! And then I think we get 6 close action attacks. Let me grab the other dice. And they're lock 4 too. Well, they got 3 hits, nothing critical. Yokai's got point defensive 2. Oh, she had it for a second, but she loses. Now 3 armor saves at +5. She only has 1 whole point left. Yeah, she explodes. Let's see how she goes. The Limas with the world's most pathetic attack. Mission accomplished. Oh no, she's a big ass explosion. How big? Oh, she takes out everybody. All right, the 3 Limas armor saves. One of them makes it. The other 2 are going to explode. And the 2 Scourge +5 armor saves. They both explode. The 4 ships surrounding the one that hasn't died yet. We got 2 explosions and a bunch of other little fun things. Let's see how big all that stuff was. Oh yeah, so 3 of them hit it. All right, if any of these are beneath a 4, she blows up. Are you kidding me? The Lima Liz! Oh! Lima Liz with 2 damage, a major spike from the bright flash. She's still there. That was freaking awesome. This is just gonna be a mopping up. I mean, I don't want to waste your time watching me. I mean, I love killing parasitic aliens trying to kill human beings, but you could do that on your own time. Just put a slug down on the ground and stomp on it with a combat boot. That's basically what this is going to be like. UCM victory. Yay, we got it back. All of our ships are going to live. Everyone's still lost probably 100,000 people. You know, still pretty brutal when you think about it. There a lot of big crews on some of these ships, but some amazing keeping those 2 ships alive. That was freaking hilarious. That was awesome. I was like really pumped about that. The 2 battleships surviving those last second. Survive at the last second. They're going to be in like dry dock for the next 6 months, but that was amazing. I don't know how those light cruisers lived. Carriers did great. When they came after the one carrier and all those freaking Aegis frigates just smoked everything coming for them. That was awesome. I think I love these ships. Freaking the Kievs were amazing. St. Petersburg had that shot that wiped out half the Scourge fleet before she got killed with her major spike. She went down like a boss, though, at least. And yeah, it was awesome. I thought it was gonna be a little bit closer because the Scourge had some more points, but I'm glad it worked out that way. It was fun as heck. Nice being back playing this game again. It's a blast. It's a great game. Simplistic rules. Great job. I know it used to be what's the original name of this company? I can't remember it, but I know it's TT Combat does it now, but they sold it. And that creator guys are really nice to see him playing on Hawk War Games. That's what the original name was. So I had fun. Thanks for making the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed the battle. We'll do more. I'm gonna buy some of the new UCM battle cruisers. I'm gonna buy that new box set when it comes out. Some of those new cruisers look really good. They look pretty neat, and I'm definitely going to get a dreadnought for each side just to have that. So there's still a couple ships that don't have the lighters and the whatever the smaller ships that are smaller than cruiser. There's some other ships that are a little bit smaller than destroyers. I saw those too. I got to get some of those too. They're kind of neat. Some of the new mechanics. This was the 1.5 rule set. I printed it off. This is my latest thing. I get PDFs of stuff and I get little 3-ring binders and put them together. I got the same thing for Chain of Command. I'm gonna get Infamy too at some point too, and then I'll have to get Sharp Practice because everyone says how awesome that game is. Didn't think it was ever gonna be a skirmish game guy, but yeah, what the heck, it'll be fun. Starting to get some Star Wars Legion guys, which I'm not going to be playing Star Wars Legion. Sorry to all you Star Wars Legion fans out there. I'm going to be using those guys for Star Wars Chain of Command. And but next up, just so you don't hate me totally, because I do love Star Wars, will be Armada. I've played it like once, but I had no idea what I was doing. I got some of the new cards. I've been watching, is it Krabok? That guy, he's pretty cool. I like him. He's kind of a nice person, good representative for the community. And we'll get some big Rebel and Imperial starships blowing the hell out of each other up here and have another space game. So that'll be different. All right, and then I'm still painting. I'm about to zoom in to like next Christmas. Some 6mm guys over there. So more Civil War guys. It's gonna be great. And I'll do some stormtroopers in between. And yeah, it'll be a blast. Okay, have a great day. I'm glad you got this done. This was a bit of a beast. Just getting a new game on the board and had to cut out all the tokens and everything else. But I think it went great. I had a fun time, and that was it. So enjoy the rest of your week, and you guys are awesome. We'll see you. Oh yeah, my daughters always yell at me for not saying this. Yeah, like and subscribe. I'm closing in on 1,000, so I could use your help. I appreciate you guys. And that's about as much advertisement as I'm going to do. Stay humble, baby. All right. Be good to each other, and I'll see you later.